Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so good to be back here. To my new subscribers, welcome. My name is Modesola and welcome to Modesola's On The Fan channel. Yes, it's really been a hot minute and I'm glad to be back. I'm not gonna lie, I was in that situation. I was in that tired situation, those moments you don't feel like doing anything in life. And I just want to add it up there. It's fine. It's fine to have this kind of moments in your life. Moments where it seems you're not productive, you're just resting. Rest is productive. So it's fine. But I'm back and I'm glad to be here and I'm also glad to have you back here. So without wasting much time, we're going to be going into today's video. It's going to be kind of different. Today's video is going to be advice from young people to young people. I thought to myself, I said I was in that rest situation or rest time of my life. So I was thinking, what can I even give out there? And we all know I love to encourage people. I love to encourage young people, especially to do better. So I was thinking, what can I put out there? I thought, and I was like, I got nothing. And suddenly I just like, oh, why not I invite people over to talk to other young people out there? I mean, these are young people that are successful in that field. These are young people that are trying to sort out life, and these are young people that are also trying to improve their life. So I was like, in all these things they are doing, there must be something they can share to other young people out there. And hence my today's video, advice from young people to young people. I hope you enjoy it. Sit tight. So I'm going to be reading from my phone mostly, and I'm also going to be playing some videos. So it's going to be like it's not going to be all of me. You're going to be seeing new faces on my channel today. Okay guys, so the first person I'm going to be bringing on today is Boma Douglas. She's a serving corps member, a very smart, intelligent, zealous young girl or young lady. This is what she has to say to us. Watch and enjoy.
Discovering the secrets to this hard life is it's not normal. It's not everywhere. It's rare. So basically, when people talk about adulthood and how to cope with everything happening, growing up, you all had somebody to tell us what to do this, don't do that, this is right and this is wrong. And then growing up, you realize, some of these views or some of these things we've grown up with are not exactly how they seem to be. More like what we expect is not happening. And there's a lot actually. So my advice to young people out there is hold God tight. I don't know if you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Judaist, you're a Buddhist, whatever it is you believe in, just hold it tight. Because in this crazy world, we just need that supernatural being to believe in. I don't know for you or but that works for me. I'm also younger in my early 20s, my early 20s. Then when it comes to success, man, I've discovered something. Successful people have a pattern. Every successful person has a pattern. The only thing is you have to study these patterns and add yours. There's always this extra thing they add to what they find out or what they figure out. Because the world is crazy. If you say you want to, I don't even know how I'm going to put this thing. Career-wise, I haven't figured out everything. But you know this optimism, I am very optimistic that I am going to make it in this life. Very, very optimistic. I don't even know how I'm going to do it, but I know it's going to happen. One other thing I would advise is read books. Books are top notch. It's more like you're getting to see everything in people's heads and you're bringing it together to form yours. It's a lot. It's more like, you discover that whatever it is you're thinking that you think, people don't think this way. Somebody has thought about it actually. There's someone that's thought about that idea. And if you feel you're weird, there's a lot of weird people. You're not different. But like I said, hold God, because this world is crazy. There are a lot of things happening, a lot of deaths, a lot of bad things. You don't really know where to go. Nobody can hold your hands forever, except God. So that's why you should hold Him, because everybody will leave you at one point or you die or something, and it's just God. This is a personal race. When it comes to relationships, you don't even need a last second. Actually, you just need apart from your family members, when it comes to friends, you just have those people that you know that just try to keep a good relationship. If you find out you're hanging out with people that don't add anything, any value to your life, run. Don't be wicked, don't be mean, but you know these people are adding nothing. In fact, as a matter of fact, they even take the little you have. When it comes to values, finance, whatever it is, they just drain you. And you see no reason why you should be hanging out with those kind of people. You run, you leave them. It's not by force. It's just you. You have to be selfish a bit.
Thanks, Boma, for that very wonderful clip. And next, that I'm going to be bringing on is Victor Steve. Victor Steve is a creative, is a graphic designer, a freelancer. He does a lot of things I can't say, but these are people you would love to know. Victor said, I am interested in the growth of young people, and that's why we're doing this video, so we can all grow together. He said, dream big. It is very important to dream big. Beyond imagination, you have to be very intentional about your dream. You have to learn to be patient with your dream. Patience always has a role in us achieving our dream. Most of us, it didn't send me to discuss, but I'm going to discuss. Most of us, when we start something, when we start dreaming, we want to just see like a very quick response or a very quick result. But no, patience is important. I'm not talking about patience. It doesn't like have to do with a year. Sometimes it can even be 5 years, but you are doing something. Your dream is coming to pass gradually. It doesn't just happen overnight. I know we hear this every day, but it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't at all. So it said patience has a role to play. You must start small. You must learn to start small. Result might not be immediate, but you need to be very intentional. You have to write down your plans. You don't live life by chance. It said don't live life by chance. Be intentional about everything, about your circles, about your association, about things you discuss in your association. You have to be very intentional. You have to be very intentional about your dream. If you're not intentional about your dream, then it can't come to pass. So you have to be very, very intentional. It said you can start by dreaming. Yes, dreaming is the first step. I mean, you have to have that vision, you have to have that goals. You can start by dreaming, but don't remain dreaming. Start small, no matter where leads you, no matter how it leads you, no matter how thinking just start small, and everything we do takes us closer or slows us down from achieving our goals. You have to be different to stand out. You can't be an average person and you expect to have like a magnitude result. You have to do whatever you want. If you want a little result, you do little. If you want much more results, you do much more. So this is what Victor has to say in today's video. Thank you, Mr. Victor. Thank you so much for that. That was really good. Honestly, you have to dream big in life. You don't have to settle for less. Nah. This is you. You have to dream big. And I also want to add something. In dreaming big, you have to be resilient. Sometimes when challenges comes by, we just want to do instantly is to just give up. No, you have to be able to be resilient. You have to be able to. You have to be a go-getter. It's not just about setting to dream, but you have to make sure you do everything to achieve this dream. Yeah, so second I'm having today is Pavi words, and she said, don't mind me, I'm trying to look for it. It said, my advice to young people is to be and do the things they ask other people to be and do. Yes. Most times all of us used to have like, if I wear your shoes, I'm gonna do this. If it was me, I'm going to probably do this and do this and do this. But it said, I like this actually. She said, my advice to young people is to be and do the things they ask others to be and do. In times like ours, where there are a lot of talks here and there, I have discovered times where, let me use myself as an example, that's Pavi words. I give her advice on matters that have helped another person's life improve so much. Yet, I tend to not have the zeal to apply the same principles to my life and see it work for me. Talk is cheap, action is expensive. Let me say it again. Talk is cheap, action is expensive. Before we give something out or whatever we are privileged to, let us ensure that that if we were to find ourselves in those shoes, we'll be able to wear them in the same way we expect the people we're advising, influencing to wear them. Thank you, Pavi words. Simple, brave, and apt. Like very accurate. A lot of times we used to have when it's not our turn. It happens to me too. I used to be like, why am I so smart when it comes to other people's life? When it comes to my life, I'm confused. I'm always confused. I'm always confused. I always do not know what to do. But it's because when you advise other people, sometimes they take you. But when you advise yourself, just feel like it's not smart enough and you are not doing it. Thank you, Pavi words. That was really nice. So this video, like I said, it's advice from young people to young people. So do well to take these advices. So the next person I'm bringing on today is Pastor Irene Ereta. I wish you could actually see their faces. These are beautiful people, but unfortunately they had to send it as a message. Yeah, so we're just gonna make do. But I'm going to read it. I love Ereta's voice so much. I was only wishing you could hear in her voice. Ereta said, the world is going through some difficulties, precisely those in Nigeria. Yeah, it's not been easy out there. People are going through a lot. Financial distress, having to sort out their life, people trying to survive. and so on and so forth. So don't think it's only you going through a time. See, if nobody else is going through a time, I'll tell you for a fact, I'm going through a time. So if you think you are alone, let me say I'm with you. I mean, you know, at time does not have to do like maybe be just being broke. It might just be you trying to sort out your life, or you don't like where you are precisely in life. So we will are going through our time. But in all things, we're gonna be grateful to God, and we're also going to be grateful to ourselves for always pulling through, for always trying to improve, for always trying to be to do more. But it's not only you. Like the world is not segregating you apart and just making you to suffer. Everybody, in one way or the other, they're all going through at times. So he said, the world is So, but in all of these things, one thing I have to say is you must have hope. Hope, faith, they are very critical things in life. You must have hope. Hope is what is going to drive us. Hope is what is going to make you to want to try again. Hope is what's going to make you to want to try again. She said you must have hope. Hope is one thing that makes people go through life. Hope is one thing that helps people go through life. She said, don't lose hope. Hope keep you alive. Be optimistic. Whatever you are doing, don't lose hope. Keep your hope alive. Don't give up. Hang up there. There are people going through tougher challenges. Not people say this, that there are people going through tougher challenges. It's not to make you feel insecure. It's not to make you feel like you don't have rights to go through challenges, or maybe your own doesn't count. No, I believe it's just to help you to see that there is hope, and I feel like it's helping you to see that you need to be grateful. Knowing that it's grateful for little will definitely have more. It might be that gratefulness that will take you out of where you are. So, yes, there are people going through more tougher challenges. Know that and no peace. Sorry about that. Yes, so she said secondly, she's going to talk about career path. Choosing a career path. She said, know what God wants you to do. You must know what God has called you to do and know how to do it. How can you do this thing? She said you must be born again. Like I said in my previous video, that you can't go to a Samsung phone for an iPhone charger. No, God is our creator. God is the one who created us, and he created us for a particular reason. So for you to know what you want to do, you have to go back to God. Now, I was listening to a message. Sorry for saying this, I don't mean to sound this way, but I was listening to a message, and some of us and people will say, oh, I've lived a successful life, I have done this, I have done that, I have done that. But that which God wanted us to do, but as for ourselves, we have not even opened it. So to God, that's a very unsuccessful life. How am I saying this? You need to go back to God to know what he wants you to do. It's not just about what you studied in school or what you sometimes have passion about. Go back to God and let God tell you, this is what I want you to do. She said, she said you must be born again. You must ask the Spirit to help you, because the Holy Spirit will be the one to definitely help you. Continuous improvement. You must want to always improve yourself every time. You need to be able to think. You need to be able to be creative. Can I do business? Not what you want to do. Do I want to do 7 to 5 job? Yeah. Believe in God is going to help you to do all these things. She also talks about relationship. She said, and I quote, if you are not ready, don't go into relationship, please. So thank you for listening. Thank you, Pastor Irene Rita. Hi guys, so second to the last person we're going to be taking today is Ezekiel, Mr. Ezekiel. Ezekiel is a content writer, a creative, a serving call member also, and a very good person. So he said, sit down and prepare. I like how this sounds. Sit down and prepare. I know it's good to be courageous to take the first step towards your goal, but you have to make sure you are ready for feasibility. If you know you're not ready to run business, to start that blog of website or whatever, don't start. Don't go in blindly. Now this is talking to me actually. This is talking to me because most of the time I just want to do things. I want to feel productive. At the end of the day, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'm tired. I'm running away. So don't go in blindly. Thank you, Ezekiel. If a soldier rushes into the battlefield unarmed, he's asking to be killed. Prioritize preparation and study. There's a place for planning and strategy. The most important part of a tree is its roots, which are invisible. Yet, the survival of the tree is a proof that it has roots. Deep! It's all I can scream. Deep! Roots grow underground, and their growth is vital to the longevity of the tree. Your life, business, or career has roots. Take time to grow them before you start chasing branches and fruit. Like Victor said, the result doesn't just come in a day. It takes patience. It takes patience to want to grow your tree. It takes patience to grow. Okay, let me keep that. Be content to stay hidden during the seasons of preparation, so that when it's time for your visibility, you will be fruitful. Note: Arise and shine, for your light is come. Said to someone who sat to wait for that light. If you are going to be visible to shine, you must ensure that you have true light. The Bible says, let your light so shine before men. And so for your light can shine, you have to prepare. You have to prepare. You have to prepare and prepare and prepare. So thank you so much, Ezekiel. We really appreciate every one of us watching these. Really appreciate what you said. To everybody that has spoken on my channel, I really appreciate that we can see your face, even if we saw your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the last person on my on today's video, like I said, it's going to be in 2 series, so watch out for the second series. I have more people coming on to see more wonderful things. Is Mrs. Anita. I want to pronounce her surname, but I don't like mispronouncing people's names, so I'll just keep it. So it's Mrs. Anita. She's a content creator. She's actually going to introduce herself. So I did like something like a mini interview. I'll take the first part in this video and I'll take the next part in the next video. So I asked her some questions. Actually, I said, how did you start? Because she's doing so well in her field. And I asked her, how did you start? What inspired and motivated you to start? What kept you going? That's the only few things we're going to be looking at today, because I don't want the video to be too long. So yes.
Hello, my name is Anita Izu Ohajiwa, and I'm a content developer, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I own 2 businesses that are doing fairly well. How I started, my first company was Watson. I was a content development agency, and I started while I was a student. I believe in my final year. Yeah, in my final year, because from second year to final year, I had been writing essays for people in school, people outside of school as a freelancer. And then in my final year, because I had exams, I also had a part-time job, and I was getting a lot of jobs as well. It became too hard for me to do everything myself. It became impossible. So I had to hire, and in order to hire, I had to become a company. It had to become more than just Anita. And so Watson Us was born, and we've been going steady for 5 years.
Wow, that's very interesting. So what inspired and motivated? You've like answered that, but what inspired and motivated you to start?
Okay, so what inspired me to start, quite frankly, was the fact that I was good at this, and also because money. I'm not going to lie and say that I wanted to help the children in Africa. I wanted the money. So yeah, that's why I started.
So guys, make sure to stay tuned and watch out for part 2 of advice from young people to young people. So guys, till we see again, know that I love you and I want to see you becoming a better person. Bye guys.